Hey, I'm Liam from QAS Packaging, and I'm going to explain common recycling terms so I can give you a better idea of what they mean. When talking about recycling, you'll often hear terms like degradable, biodegradable, and compostable. So, what's the difference? Let's start with compostable. Compostable plastics are made from natural plant starch, meaning they don't produce any toxic waste as they naturally break down. In fact, compostable products just require microorganisms, humidity, and heat to become finished compost. However, to be classified as compostable, they must meet the Australian standard and will always display this symbol. That's pretty straightforward, but where it gets confusing for people is the distinction between degradable and biodegradable, especially given the fact that biodegradable is an unregulated term, and it often implies that it's eco-friendly, when in fact it can be the opposite. Degradable simply refers to any item that can be broken down biologically or chemically, whereas biodegradable refers to items that are broken down by organisms and bacteria. Degradable and biodegradable plastic bags are often made from materials with other chemicals added, like heavy metals. This causes them to break down and disintegrate over time when exposed to sunlight and heat. If they are released into our ecosystems, they become quite problematic, as they break down into hundreds of tiny pieces of plastic. Generally, when we think of pollution, we think of a whole plastic bag in the ocean. However, it's much easier for animals to consume those tiny bits of plastic than it is a whole bag. It is also much more difficult to remove hundreds of tiny pieces of plastic from the environment than a whole single bag. And this is part of the reason why degradable and biodegradable bags are seen as potentially dangerous options when compared to compostable products. So, what's the right way to dispose of your plastics? For compostable products, make sure they always go in your green or organics bin. For degradable and biodegradable bags, these items should always go in your general waste bin.